Okay folks, so we're working on this one. So we got the binding, we put the binding on in the last one, we got the binding pull, or the tape pulled off that held the binding on. And now we're just sanding down the body flush here. So we're going to sand down here and get basically the glue off, is what I'm sanding off now. I'll come back through and hit it with some finer sandpaper, work my way up to like, I don't know, 220, 320, and get ready for primer. We got some glue on the sides here. I got to get off yet. We're going to take a scraper and scrape that off. The front's about done. I think I got most of the glue off of it. And we got our neck we got to work on. I got the binding channel cut in my neck here, and we're going to put dots in. We're going to show you how I'm going to do my dots. We're going to change the color hopefully. So we got that to deal with. And then this got to be sanded completely down. Probably put a new sticker on the front and a new sticker on the back here. Don't know if I'll get to that today. But we got binding, we got dots, and we got some sanding to do on this. Okay, so I'm taking a razor blade and just going around the edge, the upper edge here, and just getting rid of what little marks it is, make sure it's level with the top and everything. And now I'm going to come by and basically do the same thing on the sides. There is some glue on it, it's not too bad. There's some glue that needs to come off first, so I'll just go through, scrape that, and make sure that it's nice and flush. Okay, so we got our dots drilled out. We had maple, basically plugs. There were maple dots in there I put in, and then sanded them smooth. The problem I was having was, once I got the dots in, I take my radius block and sand it smooth, and what would happen was the rosewood dust would get inside on the maple dots and turn them like real light brown. So they weren't real bright. You could see them and everything, but if you look close, you could see like the dust, and I couldn't figure out a way to get the dust out. I'm sure there is a way. I just ain't figured out how to do it yet. So I drilled out the dots, and now what we're going to do is we're going to try something. I haven't tried this before, so it'll either work or it won't, I guess. We got some clear epoxy. I'm going to take some clear epoxy. I'm going to take some Grit dye, aquamarine. I'm going to put a couple drops into this, mix it up, drop it in the holes here, let it dry, take a radius block, sand it back down, and hopefully we're going to get some nice, this color, dots on this fretboard. We'll find out, I guess, so let's go do this. Okay, so for whatever reason, this stuff here is looking, if I dump this on here, it's looking pretty dark. It's looking a lot darker than what's on the front of that bottle. So, this is supposed to be thinned down with water, but if I add water to it, it's not going to mix with the glue. I already tried that with them doing something else, and it just kind of, it didn't mix up good, didn't set good, didn't dry. So you can't mix with water. So now if I put this on full strength, I don't know if it's going to, I think it's going to come out too dark. And I don't know what to mix it with that won't affect the glue to try to get it thinned down. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to pour a little bit of glue out, dump drop of this onto it, mix it up, and see what color it is. And if it don't get lighter, then I gotta figure out a way to get this stuff lightened down, because I want it to be about this color when it's done. That would look good on there. But if it's gonna be really dark like that, then that's not gonna work. Let me try this real quick. Put a little bit on here. This is 5 mil epoxy, so you got a little bit of time to get this stuff set up. That ain't gonna work. Let's see what we got. Tell you what, that ain't looking too bad at all. It's not looking bad at all. This might work. Tell you what, I'm liking the way that's looking. So this will work. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, what I'm going to do is go ahead and mix up and there we go. So that should look pretty good, actually. So this is going off here. That, I like the way that looks. So, awesome. I think it's going to thin down like that. That's cool. So now, let me go ahead and mix up enough glue so I can do all the dots. so I got the all the dots done here, and it actually turned out a little bit better than I thought. These ones down here turned out a little bit darker, but I don't think you're going to notice it once you get them sanded down. You might notice it a little bit. So I'm going to let this stuff set up for, I don't know, a couple minutes, 10-15 minutes, and come back through and basically sand it back smooth. And from there, we'll really see what it's going to look like. And while that sets up, I'm going to get back on this and get this thing sanded down, ready for primer. Okay, folks, so I got this body sanded down to 120, and it's basically ready to head to the paint booth. Now, I might come back and hit it with 220, but it looks pretty good so far. So in the next part, when we come back to start the next part, this thing should be in primer, if not painted. So I don't know how far I'll get on that, but it should be in primer to go ahead to the paint booth, and that'll be good to go. On this neck here, it's taking a little bit longer to set up than I thought it would. It's been about 20 minutes, and the dots are still tacky. I'm just going to let this set overnight. And that's going to do it for this video. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in another video.